Come closer, kid. Sit here. The night is quiet, and stories sound louder when the world slows down. I want to tell you about someone I once knew. A sweet girl, bright eyes, soft voice, only 21 years old when everything changed. And I need you to listen carefully, not because this is a sad story, but because it's an important one. You see, wisdom doesn't always come from books. Sometimes it comes from watching someone else suffer. Too much of anything can blind you. That's what my father used to say. Her name was Ada. Ada loved God. And there's nothing wrong with that, son. Faith can give people strength. It can comfort the broken. It can lift a heavy heart. But Ada didn't just love her church. She made it her entire world. At 21, while other girls were thinking about school, careers, friendships, and dreams, Ada thought only about prayer, fasting, and spiritual battles. If she had a headache, she would say, "The enemy is attacking." If she felt tired, she would whisper, "It's a test of faith." If something went wrong, it was never ordinary. It was always spiritual. Her parents worried. "Maybe you should see a doctor," her mother would say gently. Ada would shake her head. "No, only God heals. Hospitals show lack of faith." She believed that with her whole heart. She stopped eating certain foods because someone told her they were demonic. She said rice was worldly. She said meat was corrupt. She said processed food was evil. Soon, her plate became smaller and smaller. Cucumber, water, sometimes a small fruit. She smiled while refusing food. "I'm cleansing myself," she would say. At first, everyone thought it was just a phase. Then came the day everything shifted. She walked home from church one evening, eyes glowing with excitement. "The pastor gave me an assignment," she told her parents. "What assignment?" her father asked. "A 21-day dry fast." Her mother dropped the spoon she was holding. "Dry fast? As in no food?" Ada nodded proudly. "Only water and cucumber. God will sustain me." Her father tried to reason with her. 21 days without proper food is dangerous. She looked at him like he didn't understand faith. "You don't understand spiritual things, Daddy." "Kid." That sentence broke her father's heart. The first 3 days were hard. She felt dizzy, weak, but she smiled through it. "The devil is angry," she would say. By day 7, her cheeks had grown thinner, her steps slower. Her mother would beg her, "Please eat something real." Ada would respond, "You don't want me to succeed spiritually." By day 14, she could barely stand for long. But she still went to church. Every day, morning and evening. Her voice grew softer, her body lighter, her eyes deeper in their sockets. But she believed she was winning. "Breakthrough is near," she whispered. On day 21, she fainted after evening prayers. The church members gathered around her. "Power of God!" someone shouted. They prayed louder. They thought it was spiritual manifestation. But it was her body screaming. She completed the 21 days. She felt proud. The pastor praised her strong faith. Everyone clapped. But faith does not cancel biology, son. 2 months later, the stomach pain began. At first, it was mild, a burning sensation. She ignored it. Then it became sharper. She would bend slightly while walking. Still, she refused the hospital. "It's spiritual attack," she insisted. Her mother cried at night. Her father grew quiet. When the pain worsened, she stopped sleeping well. But she still said, "God is testing me." Kid, sometimes we blame tests for things that are simply consequences. One evening, she collapsed again, this time at home. She screamed in pain, holding her stomach. Her parents didn't ask for permission. They carried her into the car. She protested weakly, "No hospital." But they drove anyway. At the hospital, doctors ran tests, blood work, scans. Her parents waited outside, holding hands tightly. Then the doctor came out. "It's a severe ulcer," he said gently. "Her stomach lining is badly damaged. She hasn't been eating properly for a long time." Her mother began to cry. "Will she be okay?" The doctor nodded slowly. "She will live. But this damage is serious. She must eat properly, and she must take medication." Ada lay on the hospital bed, silent. For the first time, she looked confused. "It's not spiritual?" she asked softly. The doctor smiled kindly. "No, your body needs nourishment." She started treatment. But ulcers, especially severe ones, can become lifelong companions if not managed carefully. The damage had been done. She was only 21. But that 21-day fast had pushed her body beyond its limit. The years passed. She got married, had children, lived life. But the ulcer stayed. There were days of calm and days of burning pain. She learned to manage it. Medication, diet, care. But she never fully recovered. 60 years, son. 60 long years of managing stomach pain that started from one decision, from one extreme, from believing that suffering physically meant spiritual victory. She still believed in God, but she became quieter about extreme teachings. Sometimes she would sit outside in the evening and say, "Maybe God also gave us doctors for a reason." Her faith softened. It became less about proving something, more about balance. When she was older, white hair, fragile hands, the ulcer still troubled her occasionally. It never fully left. And when she finally passed away at 81, it wasn't the ulcer alone that took her. It was time. But that ulcer walked with her for 60 years. A long shadow from one season of extremity. Now listen carefully, kid. This story is not to mock faith. It's not to insult religion. It's to teach balance. Faith without wisdom becomes danger. Belief without understanding becomes blindness. If you are sick, pray, but also see a doctor. If you want to fast, fast wisely. Your body is not your enemy. It is your responsibility. Some people think suffering makes them holy, but unnecessary suffering makes life harder than it needs to be. Ada was not foolish. She was sincere. And sometimes sincere people make the deepest mistakes. Because sincerity without knowledge can hurt. When someone in authority tells you to do something extreme, pause. Ask questions. Research. Think. God gave you a brain, not just emotions. Never switch off your thinking because someone sounds spiritual. I remember visiting Ada years later. She was in her 40s then. We sat under a mango tree. She pressed her stomach gently and smiled. "I was young," she said. "I thought pain meant power." She looked at me and added softly, "I wish someone told me that wisdom matters too. That's why I'm telling you. Kid, be careful."